blade burns with holy fire.
Your soul shall be mine.
In my experience so far, Paladin is a really rough matchup. So maybe I should be keeping the Tunneler and trying to find Defile or Hellfire. Or maybe I should just be looking for Dreadlord. Tar Creeper's also a good card. You can always high roll with Skull. I'm gonna try keeping the Tunneler though.
None will survive.
Alright. Baku versus Baku. Seems like a tap in a trade. Pretty easy. Does Odd Paladin always play Firefly? Seems like a card that would make sense in the deck, but for some reason, I don't feel like I see it very often. Well, I don't think I quite need taunts yet. Well, it's never Blood Bloom, because the most expensive spell I play is Shadow Bolt. Curse of Weakness can help me for a turn. Oh, it combos with Void Ripper. Hell yeah. Okay. Curse of Weakness, easy.
Speak your peace.
Handle it.
Okay, trade to protect his raid leader. Makes a lot of sense. Do I want to just drop a Tar Creeper? If I play Tar Creeper, he's going to trade these off, make 2 more 1/1s, probably play some garbage from his hand. I could just Voodoo Doll his raid leader. Voodoo Doll has some use against the Stormwind Champion or Baku or something like that, but it's not generally a good card in the matchup. So I think I'm going to try to just use it to take out raid leader.
Reporting for duty.
Nice order, bro.
The light dims, but we fight.
So I could wipe this board with my Void Ripper combo if I wanted, but I can almost wipe it by playing Tar Creeper and drawing a card. So I think I'm going to go for that. Godfrey is a nice pickup. Okay, that's a bit of a bummer.
But we fight.
Divine Favor's a hell of a card. Alright, so I'll be on 7 next turn, which means I can kill anything that has 4 or less attack. If I just play Tar Creeper and say he plays Level Up, I'm going to be able to push quite a bit of damage. If he plays Stormwind Champion, this combo won't kill it. But I will have Godfrey for next turn, which would probably be able to kill it. I'm just going to go for it here, I think. It kills 6 things. Next turn can be Godfrey to wipe his board again. Turn 8 can be Skull plus Tar Creeper for a pretty defensive play. And then I obviously have a lot of stuff I can play on turn 9. Even if my Skull misses and pulls Jiraxxus or Doomguard. Playing a Stonehill Defender here, I probably don't need to play Godfrey this turn. I could play Godfrey and it would clear his board, but it might be unnecessary. Let's get the Skull down here. Hopefully I don't somehow get punished for this. He needs 12, so it could be like double Abusive Sergeant and Level Up, which is only 8. Also, they don't play Abusive Sergeant, so that's not really a thing. Raid Leader's pretty scary. That's 3 mana, deal 4 damage. Alright, easiest Lord Godfrey of my life. Hopefully I don't pull Doomguard off my Skull, because it'll die to Godfrey. But I think I have to play Godfrey regardless. Jiraxxus is fine. Do I want to play the Kobold Librarian after Godfrey? I'll go down to 8, but he'll have no board. He can't burst for 8. And I'm getting some Void Lords coming down. I'll have some stuff in play for combat, so I think I can play this. Picked up a Devilsaur egg, probably not really the matchup for it.
Reporting for duty.
Speak your peace.
Man, this deck can put so much stuff on the board so easily. He floated 3 mana and he was still able to put 5 things in play. Well, I feel like I probably just want to make a bunch of really inefficient trades. Then maybe even play this guy, because the Void Lords are just coming down off the skull. I'll have to leave one thing up, but that one thing's not going to kill me from 8, I don't think. Could also just go like Elise plus Tar Creeper. Puts a good amount of stats on the board, gives me a taunt. Another barrier for him to have to go through. If I get a taunt in play, maybe I could afford to leave up like the 2-1 and the 1-2 or something. Definitely want to kill these because of level up.
This jungle has
I want to kill that thing because it's a 2-2. I mean, there's no real reason to push face with the Doom Guard.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Uh-oh, this is looking like a level up. Oh, a Sunkeeper off Stonehill Defender. That is really bad. Thank God I have these Void Lords. So if I'm willing to trade 4 of my guys in just to kill Tarim and a single fruit, I can play another Void Lord here and then I won't die to a Silence. What happens if I tap looking for a Voodoo Doll activator? I've got 2 cubes, 2 Rat Catchers, Mortal Coil, and Dark Pact. Shadow Bolt's also not bad. I think I'm gonna go for tap Voodoo Doll. Shadow Bolt. So if I go Voodoo Doll Shadow Bolt, as in Shadow Bolt to kill my Voodoo Doll, then I can full clear. If I save the Voodoo Doll, I have to leave a 3-3 on his side of the board. I mean, I would Voodoo Doll a 3-3 Silverhand Recruit. I'm just wondering if I can ever actually kill him. Because he can keep refilling the board, and I can't keep clearing it. You know what card is, like, super balanced? Stonehill Defender. Can't think of a more balanced Hearthstone card than that. I could tap, but I don't actually have an answer to Tyrion in my deck. I play a couple Devilsaur eggs, but they never really play around AoE at all. Just gonna play a couple things, I guess. If he kills one of my Void Lords here, this Evolving Spores can be pretty damn good. But in general, I think that was a pretty underwhelming Elise pack.
Mushroom power. Reporting for duty.
I feel like buffing the Tyrion was pretty good there, wasn't it? Like he just straight up could have an 8-8 Tyrion here with the exact same board state. I could go for Devilsaur Egg, Rat Catcher, plus Evolving Spores here. I think I kind of like the look of that.
I'm going to eat this one.
Poison would be good, plus attack would be good. Maybe Wind Fury. Can't be targeted, it's probably useless. Divine Shield. Make Tyrion quite a bit easier to kill. Not entirely sure what's best here. I don't know. I was getting pretty close to the rope. There might have been better trades, and +3 health might have also just been better overall. But I've somehow navigated to a pretty dominant board position. And one of the most powerful cards in his deck at this point in the game is Vine Cleaver, which is not very good when you have to throw away a 5-3 weapon to use it.
Reporting for duty. Behold the might of Stormwind.
Stormwind Champion. I've used both my voodoo dolls. I have 18 damage here, I think. Could adapt Wind Fury for an extra 5, but he's still not dead. Try to make this big enough to kill the Stormwind Champion. 6/6 will do it. So hit here, here, easy trades on these guys. Let's just play Baku. Baku's big and scary and does damage. Alright. Nice. Man, that game was scary.
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
Do I ever keep Shadow Bolt against Mage? I guess it's like okay at dealing with Mana Worm and stuff.
None will survive.
Well, the Librarian is not actually that good here. Well, I guess if it does enough damage to the Mana Worm, then the Void Ripper can shrink the worm quite a bit, maybe. Not sure if that'll ever be worthwhile. I'm gonna coin out the egg, and then I'm gonna Void Ripper next turn, and try to beat his ass with a 5/5. I think it's a pretty optimistic line. Maybe going for Coin Skull into Double Dreadlord was the way to go. But with a Void Ripper in the hand, the Skull isn't nearly as good as it could be. I don't know. I'm trying to make something happen. Alright, looks like it's Counterspell. Definitely preferable to me. Alright, turn 4, Fireball my face. This dude is going in. Well, let's hope this doesn't kill me. Dark Pact is quite good. Do I need to play it yet? I'm at 12, I've seen a Fireball already. I definitely want to be able to spend 5 mana next turn, so it'll be hard to sneak in a Dark Pact.
So many possibilities.
Oh right, this is a counter spell, huh? So I have to be able to play Shadow Bolt before the Dark Pact.
An incredible discovery.
Okay, I didn't take any damage this turn, which is great. Let's go ahead and Skull, so I don't have to worry about explosive runes. And then we'll just do this. Next turn is probably Shadow Bolt and heal for 4. Okay. Can't attack with my weapon now. Unlucky.
This one will prove very useful.
So at 9, I'm starting to feel the pressure. I guess if I'm going Shadow Bolt Dark Pact, I can tap here. But yeah, I'm gonna try for a Shadow Bolt, and then if it fails, we're gonna play Dark Pact. Is there any benefit to having a Beast on the board or a Demon on the board? I don't think it really matters. But the Tunneler is the one who found the Dark Pact, so we'll let him live. By killing my guy, I don't set up lethal through him just hero powering my 3/1, which is maybe kind of a bad thing. But it also means I don't die to second Frostbolt, second Fireball. There's also like Cinderstorm combinations. A lot of things that could have potentially killed me that turn.
This one will prove very useful.
Well, Doomguard's lethal, right? As long as this isn't like Vaporize or some shit. Wow, I can't believe I beat Aggro Mage. I guess I had a really good curve, huh? 1-drop into Coin Egg into Void Ripper. And then, I don't know, I just played a 3/3 on turn 4. But then I had Skull, and Skull pulled a couple things. I'll say I had a pretty good curve.
Gul'dan versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun.
Your soul shall be mine.
Do I keep the Devilsaur egg? Probably really want to find Voodoo Doll to deal with a turn 3 Mountain Giant.
None will survive.
No Gen Greymane. He's Zoo. Didn't even know Zoo was a thing. Certainly wasn't on my mind. Alright, so we tap, trade. Next turn, well, now it looks like it's Tar Creeper. I would have been fine with the Devilsaur Egg, and then we're coining out Skull. Double Demon in hand, Cube, Dark Pact. I think this is the kind of curve that wins the game. Hopefully he can't somehow connect the Fledgling to face here. Spellbreaker would probably be the most reasonable way he could do that.
I shall eat you.
Okay, I don't mind the Glacial Shard too much. I think this is pretty much always coin Skull. I don't think it really matters which demon I hit next turn, they're both good. And then on the following turn, either of them is good with the Cube Dark Pact combo.
Mushroom power.
Alright, the Fledgling's gonna hit my face though, which I'm not a big fan of. If it hits Wind Fury and then I end up pulling Doomguard, I could definitely die before my Skull really does too much. Let's kill his biggest guy and then cube it. Picked up a second cube, so I don't need to hold on to it.
I wonder if...
+3 health is kind of annoying, but hopefully my Void Lord can just block its attacks and then its effect won't matter too much. Well, this is becoming a problem. But I can bump the cube in here, and then I have 2 Doom Guards to swing around. So that might not have been a good play out of him. Actually surprisingly close to lethal. I have 14 here. Oh no, I have lethal. Alright.
You win this time.
Well, sometimes we're just cube lock, I guess. Happens. This deck actually ended up performing surprisingly well. I went 16-7, which is pretty close to a 70% win rate, which I would definitely consider a success over a reasonably large sample size. The Devilsaur eggs actually ended up being more consistently useful than I was expecting. I guess when you have 1 Dark Pact, 2 Rat Catchers, a Void Ripper, 2 Carnivorous Cubes, when you have that many activators, I guess they are fairly reliable. And specifically the egg into Ratcatcher combo, make yourself a 5/5 and smack something on the opponent's board for 2, actually seemed pretty strong in a lot of games. But even though the deck ended up performing pretty well, you really have to ask if the odd restriction is worth it. We don't get any synergy cards for playing an odd deck, so all we're getting out of it is saving 2 life every time we hero power, which is pretty good. Historically, one of Warlock's problems has been not enough healing to use their hero power, but when your hero power doesn't damage you, you don't necessarily need the healing. But you do have to give up Blood Reaver Gul'dan, you have to go up Defile, and those are 2 of the strongest cards in the game. So is the upgraded hero power worth it? I would guess probably not. Does the strength of the Devilsaur egg outweigh the strength of the best board clear in the game and the best turn 10 play in the game? Probably not. But if you're trying to have some fun, trying to smack some people with dinosaurs, I think this is a reasonable list. I don't think I even ended up changing any cards because everything seemed to fit right into place. But if you're really just trying to win games, You should probably just play Q block.